Welcome to Lana platform. Today I'm excited to share with our audience some exciting news about Robert.
Thank you for having me. It's amazing to be here. I'm very excited to spread some knowledge.
Of course. So, guys, Matilde is the creator of Robot, and of course, more and more robots that we didn't hear about them yet. Basically, I would love to know where are you from and how did you start?
So originally, I'm from Bulgaria. It's a small country in Eastern Europe. We're basically the last country that got accepted in the European Union, but we are in the European Union. But I live in Switzerland actually. The reason I'm here in Dubai with Robert the robot is because really there's a magic in the air here. People understand new technology and they accept it so quick that I had to come here because I know that this is something that I believe would benefit the city, the state, and I'm very excited to see robots interacting with people in real life.
What inspired you to create a robot like Robert?
So in the first place, I did it for my company as kind of like a marketing stunt, but then I really got hooked when I realized AI is so powerful that these robots very soon are going to be so useful to humans. And I was like, let me invest early in that field. And after we developed our unique screen face interface that allows robots to communicate with emotions, to explain different things to people, I realized that we have a unique proposition here. So many people that do kind of boring tasks can be replaced, but also is going to give them the opportunity to go and be a part of a more efficient economy, do something else.
What do you think something unique about Robert, different than the other robots that we see?
I think the first thing you notice about him is how expressive his face is. Because all of these robots, they run around, they do flips, but most of them, they don't have a face and they don't have a way of expressing themselves. So this is the one thing about Robert. He's the best communicator. Out of all the robots, I think that if you want him to understand what you're saying, you're going to get the most feedback. And of course, if he wants to explain something to you, it's going to be very easy for you to understand because he has natural motions and of course, his face.
Do you think robots are going to replace humans in the future?
So that's a very loaded question. I know people are afraid of this, but I'm just going to give a bit of a historical lesson. 90% of people were working in agriculture, meaning they were producing food. Now less than 3% are working in agriculture. Why? We have tractors, we have automatic irrigation systems so that you don't need to carry the water to the plant, it goes there. And so these are, in my opinion, the strengths of robots. They're not going to replace anything that we love to do. They're not going to replace you going out with your family. They're not going to replace you looking at a sunset or having a nice meal. And what they're going to replace is the work that is hard and that nobody wants to do.
Which is the most important thing, the work.
Yes.
Because work is money.
Work is money. So yeah, if I have to be honest, a lot of people might lose their job, but long term, I'm super positive that it's going to be good for them because really, if a robot can do the job, you should focus on something else.
On what? Like if the robot is going to replace me today as a journalist or as a presenter, this is my passion. This is what I can do.
So that's why I think you're never going to be replaced. I don't think a robot can replace what you're doing because he can be part of your process.
Maybe.
Yes.
With ideas, yeah.
But fully replacing, I don't think so. I believe humans, we have a unique sentiment towards our own species. So there's always going to be somebody that cares. Again, if I can do like a little comparison, there's robots that can beat people at chess for around 20 years now, maybe more, 20 something years. We still watch chess grandmasters because we know that the best human can be destroyed by the best robot, but it's still exciting to see the best human against the best human.
Don't you feel afraid maybe in the future, like I will wake up or you will wake up one day and you created lots of robots. Maybe one day they will come and beat you or kill you, as we watch in the movies.
No, all of these movies, they're a little bit far-fetched. You know, you go into the elevator, the elevator could crash and kill you as well, but you trust that when you push the button, you're going to go there. So a robot is a little bit more complicated, but it's the same thing. It's AI. It doesn't have malicious interests, you know, and to be honest, AI is coming more and more into our lives. Your news story is going to be posted online, and an AI algorithm is going to decide how many people watch it. You're going to go drive your car, and if it has automatic self-driving or braking system, an AI is going to decide whether to drive you off the next bridge. So this trust between us and our synthetic partners, you know, the robots or these AI algorithms, is going to get stronger and stronger. And actually it's so important that young people study these systems and we design them in a way that they're easy to understand. That's why, again, we put the face so that you know the emotion of the robot. I would feel afraid to have all these robots walking around, and I'm not sure that what they want to do is expressed on their face, you know? So they might be lying to me. So let's make sure that humans can understand easily what the robots are doing, and like this, I think long term we have the best chances of having a good time together.
Do you think maybe in the future we lose our control on robots?
It's possible. You know, and it's something I think about often. You know, I have a little brother. I told him you should study cybersecurity. You know, so
My brother studies cybersecurity.
Right. So I do hedge my bets. I do think that even if it happens, maybe I'm gonna have an easier time since I have a robot. And maybe they're gonna say he's one. I'm joking, of course, but overall, if I have to be serious, we have to, as a species, understand that, it's going to be a lot of power that comes from us having millions of robots, maybe some people say billions, of doing what we want. Go clean my car, go wash my clothes,
clean my house.
Clean my house, you know, cook a nice dinner for me.
Oh, cook?
They can cook. They're going to do everything. Hey, they can talk. And by the way, the guys that think they're going to get replaced last, the guys with the suits, and, you know, they're going to get replaced first. You know, this is the one thing I can say. It's the same with ChatGPT. Everybody thought that the little people, you know, the people on the salary are going to get replaced. Guess who was the first to get replaced? Was the programmers. Right? Out of all the jobs in the world, one of the most complex, they're starting to get replaced first. You can see the job offerings online for IT people is going down.
Yeah, exactly.
So I really think that a lot of people in power should be concerned with getting replaced. But if I have to bet overall, the middle class, you know, working people, I think they're going to be safe for a long time.
Where do you see the robots in 10 years?
It's, you know, I'm clearly biased. You know, I'm very pro robotics, but I've been to factories, tens of thousands of robots getting built. They're all moving the same way, you know, and I just get like a little bit of chills down my back, you know, like what's going to happen. I really don't know, but I'm sure that this is going to be equal to the discovery of electricity or of the internet, or some people say way greater. There's, you know, billionaires like Elon Musk and a lot of people in China, they say this is going to be the biggest product, the biggest single product ever, the humanoid robot.
Wow. Do you think maybe one day when we walk on the streets, we will find robots are more in count more than humans?
That's literally what Elon Musk said. 2050, more humanoids than humans. You know, these
I'm
are
afraid now.
no. You don't. You know, you just interacted with one, and I'm sure that in time we're gonna get used to them, and we're gonna have a good time.
Yeah. No, let's see. I need you to tell me about the advantages and disadvantages. Okay, I'll repeat this one. So I want you to explain for me what are the advantage and disadvantages of the robots. Definitely we have, like in any business or in any product, some advantages and some disadvantages. What do you think?
Yeah. So for the advantages, I can give one job that people in Dubai, they're gonna kind of understand very quickly. You know, there's real estate in Dubai is huge. You know, people want to sell real estate. They have these models of buildings, and next to them, in a very small space, they have a human, and he's selling you an apartment, right?
Yeah.
I think this job of sitting there for 10 hours next to that, model of a building, it's a hard job, right? So why wouldn't we put a robot there? He can stay for 24 hours. He knows everything about that property. Every time the price changes, he knows. Every time there's a new offer, there's a better plan. You know, he can tell you.
Yeah.
And of course, you can trust a robot more because he's not going to get commission. He's there to inform you. You basically get what you want an apartment. The robot is going to tell you how to get the apartment. He's not going to get a commission. He's there for you. So I think this is a big advantage, that a robot has. He always has the right information. You go to the airport, your ticket has a mistake on it. He's going to look at it and know, I don't need to check send the paper back. He knows what happened, so he can fix it very quickly. And the disadvantages, I guess, still in their movements, they are less mobile than us. So this fear of, are they going to just roam the streets, hundreds of robots? I think in the beginning, they're going to be more stationary. And maybe people are going to have them in their houses, or you can see them in a business setting. But you have a robot.
I have one that cleans the floor and mop the floor. And then it goes to the parking. And then it wets herself, or him, I don't know how to say it, him or herself. Yeah. But it's a robot. It's a huge machine, and it clean the house in 5 minutes.
Yeah. No, it's, again, different robots for different things. Robots build our cars. Our cars are technically robots, especially electric cars. And there's robots everywhere. But I think the humanoid, this pursuit of building our equals. We're the top species on this planet. There's the lions don't endanger us, the hawks, the fish in the sea. They're all under our control, and now we're building something equal or greater to us. That's the big fear. But deep in my heart, I know that humans are unique. We would never be replaced, and we can for sure benefit and make our lives better. Being afraid of our own creation, I don't want to get very theological. People believe in different things, but I believe God created everything, including robots. There's nothing different than any other mechanical thing that we created, and it's humans that are the center of all, how can I say, ideology, and we should always keep it that way. And this comes through making us better. If the robots get better, we have to get better than them. That's all.
Competition.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you should not be afraid.
Of course. You should not be afraid. They will not replace us. I think so.
Never.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.